What's up, BooTube? This is the part 2 video to the Flash Season 3, Episode 3, titled Magenta. I left off with the introduction of Magenta and, hang on for a sec. Sorry, I was reading something to help me more detailed, right? But anyway, like I said, I spoke about Magenta's history in the comics, and, what she did when the father, the foster father came home, ordering her foster mother to get dinner and all that stuff. Hang on. Sorry about that. Like I said, this house is old and noises everywhere. But anyway, this time it's actually my neighbors. They're making a lot of car noise. Like, you hear their car door slamming and all that stuff. It's, like, really loud. But anyway, she ends up putting her foster father in the hospital by apparently magnetically lifting a lamppost that's outside her house through the house and knocks him out and ends up in the hospital. And, of course, Barry learns Magenta got her powers from Dr. Alchemy. And, Iris actually ends up in the hospital to, kind of like news report and all that stuff, and pretty much finds out what kind of man he is, how abusive he is, because he actually threatens, he's like, if I ever see her again and I get out of here, she's gonna get it and all that stuff, right? So, basically, Iris learns what type of person this is and the reason why Magenta did what she did, right? Anyway, Magenta, with of course, the voice of Dr. Alchemy in her head, learns that her foster father is in the hospital and she wants to, finish the job. So she attempts to literally kill her foster father by literally trying to destroy the hospital that he's being held in, right? And I believe she, I know she lifts something. I think it's like a giant truck of gasoline. I don't know what it was, but she lifts something above the hospital and she plans on dropping it on there so she could kill her father, like crush the hospital he's in, right? And, Barry in Flash uniform, creates like a little cyclone thing above the hospital so he could try to lift the thing away from the hospital, but at the same time, while he's doing that, he can't, he wanted to also try to talk to Frankie to gain control over Magenta, but the problem was he's busy trying to keep whatever she's floating above the hospital away from the hospital, right? So, because of that, Wells, finally trusting in his daughter's abilities, he's like, you know what? You go help Barry. Go out there and help Barry. One of you keeps the thing from falling on the hospital while Barry tries to talk to Frankie, right? And so Jesse takes over the vortex while Barry goes to Frankie and tries to help her, gain control over Magenta, saying she doesn't have to be like that, she doesn't have to be a villain. I get what your foster father was bad, but doesn't mean you have to make Magenta control you and become bad yourself, right? And, so she ends up reverting back to Frankie, which thank goodness gracious, right? And, I like the fact that Harry literally told Jesse, Jesse, run. And I thought that was freaking adorable, right? I love that bonding moment, small bonding moment with, Barry and Jesse too, because it's like, I'll take control of the vortex, go, 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 and all that stuff. I thought that was really cool to see. And, Frankie reveals that Alchemy came to her in her dreams. And, hang on, wait. Frankie revealed that Alchemy came to her in dreams of, another life she had, which is obviously Flashpoint. And while she says that, you could see in Wally's face, because remember, when he was talking to Jesse, he actually admitted that he's actually had dreams of having super speed, which is obviously Flashpoint, right? And it's confirmed even more when Frankie reveals that Alchemy came to her in dreams of another life, because when you see Wally's face, you could tell that he's like, it's just like me, I've had dreams of another life, of having powers too, right? And so it pretty much confirmed he's also having dreams of his Flashpoint life as well. Which kind of scares me because it makes me feel like Wally might go to Alchemy, because Alchemy literally is going to people's dreams, giving them their dreams of another life and giving them powers from that other life. And Wally's also having the same dreams, right? So he's thinking most likely Wally's thinking if he goes to Alchemy, he might get speed just like in his dreams, right? So I'm kind of worried about Wally, the fact that he might actually do that. And And it might put Wally in danger, because alchemy is very dangerous. Like, look what he did, like, I won't show it till later, but, also with Frankie, thank goodness, because, Frankie's foster father ended up getting prosecuted by the district attorney, and Frankie is now accepted into a kinder foster family, which I thought was pretty cool. Hang on. Yeah, so Frankie's foster father ends up getting prosecuted, and she's sent to a more kind-hearted foster family, which I was like, thank goodness for Magenta. But I hope this is not the end for her, because obviously she still has her powers. So maybe, you know, like in the comics, she could reform and maybe, like, I don't know, be a good guy and join Team Flash somehow. I don't know. But I want that to happen. That'd be pretty cool. But I'm more worried about Wally, considering just like Frankie admitted she's had dreams of another life where she had powers, just like Wally has. And I'm afraid that Wally will think, you know, maybe this alchemy person, since he's so keen on getting speed powers, I'm afraid that Wally might actually seriously be thinking of trying to get to alchemy somehow, so he could get speed powers too, just like in his dreams of, you know, his Flashpoint life. And that could put him in serious danger, and it really scares me knowing that he's going to be in serious danger if he actually thinks that, because there's a good chance Wally's actually thinking that right now. But anyway, Wells now, you know, since he trusts his daughter, he's telling Jessie he will support her decision in becoming a superhero, and actually presents her with a costume that looks so freaking beautiful. When I saw, it's like, you don't see the whole thing because it's like folded in like a box, right? But you see the emblem, right? And it's so freaking beautiful, and I love it. And even in the preview for the next episode, which episode 4, The New Rogues, you actually see her in costume, and it looks gorgeous. I'm like, ugh! Jessie Quick, man! And the fact that Harry actually literally called her Jessie Quick also when he gave her that costume makes it so much better. If she does end up with the name Jessie Quick, like Harry has called her, by all means, thank you. Thank you for giving me my female speedster, Jessie Quick. I've been wanting her for the longest time, especially when Jessie Chamber Wells ended up from Earth 2 to Earth 1. When Jessie Chamber Wells was introduced, there was no doubt in my mind I wanted Jessie Quick, and now we see the costume in this episode, and in the preview we actually see, for episode 4, we see her in costume. And when Wells gave the costume, he called her Jessie Quick. It's just so beautiful. I'm so happy. But anyway, Joe is with Barry and Julian, and apparently they're showing a video of Clarice when he's in Iron Heights? Was it Iron Heights? I believe Iron Heights. And he shows, remember in the end of episode 1, we see what happened to Clarice when he was in jail? Like, he was talking to, not episode 1, episode 2. At the end of episode 2, we see Clarice in a jail cell, I believe in Iron Heights, right? And you hear him talking to, I'm assuming is Alchemy, and saying, give me another chance. You see he ends up getting attacked, right? At the end of episode 2. And apparently Joe, who has Barry and Julian with him, shows a video of that very scene where Clarice is not only attacked in his cell, he is killed in his cell by an unknown force, unseen and unknown. And we all know that it's most likely Alchemy, because at the end of episode 2, when we first saw Clarice attacked in his cell, he's obviously talking to Alchemy, because he's all like, Alchemy, give me another chance. But of course, you know, Joe, Barry, and Julian looking at the video, they don't know it's Alchemy, right? They just see him getting killed by an unknown force like a ghost, right? So this episode was awesome, mainly because I am so happy. Not only do we, like I said, the moment Jessie Chamber Wells was introduced in the last season, I was hoping and praying, you know, she'd get super speed and she'd become Jessie Quick. And this episode gave it to me. She came back to Earth 1 with her father with super speed. Her father gave her the outfit and literally called her Jessie Quick. And then in the preview for episode 4, The New Rogues, we actually see her in costume fighting alongside the Flash. My dreams have come true. My female speedster of DC has come into the live action world. I'm extremely happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of Jessie Quick. And I'm kind of hoping maybe this might not be the end of Magenta. Maybe we might see like a reformed Magenta, and maybe she'll join Team Flash. I don't know, but I really want that to happen, you know, since she took control of Magenta. I want her to be a good guy. And I'm very, very concerned for Wally, especially, you know, since he's so keen on getting super speed, you know, because he knows he got hit by the dark matter blast because he was with Jesse when it happened. And we saw how reckless he can be to get his powers. He jumped into traffic to see if he could, like, his powers will manifest if he jumped into danger. And the fact that he's having dreams of his Flashpoint life like Frankie did, and the fact that Alchemy was the one that gave her the powers, I'm concerned that Wally might actually go and search for Alchemy so he could get those Flashpoint powers of his, right? So I'm worried about him. But I'm looking forward to this new Rogues, but the fact that, if you saw in the preview, not only did we see Jesse Quick in costume fighting alongside Barry, we finally get Mirror Master, guys. One of the most well-known rogues ever in DC Comics, and one of the most well-known Flash villains, right next to Captain Frickin' Cold. I mean, we got Captain Cold, we got Captain Boomerang, right? I was waiting for Mirror Master, because everybody knows Reverse Flash, right? Everybody knows Reverse Flash. He's like one of the main Flash villains of DC Comics. Everyone knows Captain Cold is another. Everyone knows Captain Boomerang is another. Everyone even knew Trickster, for Christ's sake. But everyone knows Mirror Master is one of the main Flash villains. Everyone knows him. Everyone knows him as a main Flash villain. Everyone knows him as a main rogue in the comics. He's made so many appearances in the comics, whether it's before or after the New 52. He's made several appearances in animation. Finally seeing him in live action here in this Flash TV show makes me so happy. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm questioning because in the preview we saw him with a female. I wonder who she is, right? So, and the fact that this one is apparently a metahuman, so maybe he might have gotten his powers from Alchemy as well through a Flashpoint paradox thing. But just seeing Mirror Master is just beautiful for me, and I cannot wait. And seeing our beloved Jesse Quick in action, in costume, just gives me so much joy. So, anyway, that was my part 2 to The Flash Season 3, Episode 3, titled Magenta, my reaction rant part 2. And I'm looking forward to Episode 4, titled The New Rogues. And I will see you in the next video, which will be Arrow Season 5, Episode 3, titled A Matter of Trust. So, see you guys soon. Bye, BooTube.